I'm Jasmine, and these are my parents, Guy and Joe, and my boyfriend Rowan. And this is our home, Free Spirit. Come join us on our adventures. We weighed anchor and set off from the coast of Cornwall. This was to be our first proper crossing in Free Spirit, just as a family. On the horizon were the Isles of Scilly. The Scillys have long had a place in our hearts, and we've often visited them on holiday, but now, being able to bring our home with us, and with time on our hands, we had the perfect opportunity to explore the islands and their wildlife to the fullest. After a great sail, we made it. This awesome group of islands, with their white sand beaches and crystal clear waters, harbour a huge variety of wildlife. And our kayaks give us the perfect opportunity to explore them to the fullest. You don't have to look far to find some pretty bizarre creatures just along the shore. As well as the wildlife, the shoreline also has a huge variety of seaweed species, some of which we harvested to make some surprisingly delicious meals on the boat. Seaweed is a superfood. Once you immerse yourself beneath the waves, you enter a new and fantastical world. Seagrass beds harbour strange creatures, such as this stalk jellyfish. We even saw a bizarre swimming sea slug. There is an endless variety of different species and habitats to be found in the waters of Scilly. Fish of many different shapes and sizes dart about amongst the weeds. I could spend all day exploring the underwater forests, but eventually you have to return to the surface. The weather isn't always good in Scilly. The islands are quite exposed, with oceanic swells and currents running through them. They can be quite tricky to navigate on a boat. When the conditions calm down, it's back to the kayaks and off to explore. Piers and Lisa, good friends of ours, joined us in their beautiful yacht Trooper for a few days of adventure and tomfoolery. The Scillies are home to many different bird species, some of which are really tame. The island's unique positioning means they sometimes get unusual visitors. We were lucky enough to spot this Iceland gull, which is rather unusual in the UK, and for some reason seemed to be following us around. Another unexpected visitor we encountered was Wally the walrus.
Hello.
A very bizarre sight in these waters, miles from his home in Greenland.
Hello, Wally. Hello, Bells. No, you're not coming up here.
The cheeky thing was trying to climb onto our kayaks, and we had to quickly pull them on board to prevent him from popping them. Some other sailors we know weren't so lucky.
Hello. Wow.
During our time on the Scillies, we had to weather a few storms at anchor. With the waters calm once more, it was time to give Free Spirit's hull some TLC. We were accompanied by blue jellies, just one of the many different species of jellyfish found around the islands. inhabit some of the outer islands, and we were lucky enough to have one approach us for a magical, if not slightly nerve-wracking experience. Our time in the Scillies was coming to an end. Rowan had to return to the mainland. And, with some pretty extreme storms forecast in the area, we set our sights to the horizon once more. Please like and subscribe and join us next time as we sail north to Scotland.